Namaste my dear friends and welcome back to your channel Cooking Astrology. Today in this video, let's try to understand one of the most beautiful planets of Vedic astrology, and that is planet Jupiter. In Hindi we call it as Brihaspati, Devguru. Jupiter is the planet of Dan, Daya and Dharam. Dan mean donations, charity, your capacity to donate something. It's not necessary in the form of materialism, in the form of money, in the form of knowledge as well. You have the capacity to donate something. That is Dan. Daya mean mercy. So your capacity to forgive something. Or if someone have committed lot of mistakes in their life, as a guru, your capacity to show mercy over that person is actually Brihaspati. When you are in a deep sorrow, deep pain, what you are going to do? Oh Lord, mercy, or Hey Bhagwan, Daya Karo. So that Daya Bhav inside a person is actually Jupiter. Your capacity to even look into the pain of other persons, capacity to understand the painful situations, not only of your life, but capacity to understand the pain of other person is the Brihaspati, and this is its true characteristics. Last one is the Dharam. Dharam mean with which intent you are doing something, or Dharam simply mean the righteous path, your capacity to follow the path of Dharma, that is the roles and responsibilities irrespective of what kind of a situation, what kind of difficulties you are going through. So Brihaspati is Dan, Daya and Dharam. This is one of the most wonderful planets of Jyotish, most wonderful. Every field knowledge or every knowledge, the knowledge of language first of all. Language is very important so that we can communicate. I'm shooting this video in English language. Now English is also widely renowned language. Now you will be able to understand me because we have invented Bhasha. Bhasha means the language. So invention of the language is Brihaspati. You can see in the animal kingdom, they also communicate, but they are having their own way of communicating. You see the birds are chirping right now, dogs are barking, tiger doing oh and these kind of things. So your capacity to actually communicate the knowledge. Now communication is Brihaspati, but the invention of actually that language is represented by Brihaspati. Brihaspati is also a Dev Tulya Graha. Dev mean God. Now there is no differentiation between the God and Jupiter. They both are same actually. In our ancient textbooks like Rig Veda, so in the Rig Veda, even if you read, so that Brihaspati is first of all connected with Lord Vishnu, and even the Surya also. I have mentioned in my previous videos, Surya is the Karka of the Pitris. Now Brihaspati also represents your lineage, like what kind of a lineage you are coming through. Jupiter represents your family lineage. That is why you will find lot of similarities in the family members chart. If you pick up one family member chart, you will see lot of similarities are in the Jupiter. Jupiter also represents complete family. Now it's not necessary that family before marriage, after marriage. Jupiter is complete family, complete. First of all, Jupiter represents the family you born and brought up with, what kind of a family, and even what kind of a value system or the belief systems that you are going to inherit inside you because of your family. Your capacity to differentiate between what is good and what is bad for me, your capacity to shape your own belief systems or create your own belief systems is actually Brihaspati. Even Jupiter represents all the ancient knowledge, all the ancient textbooks related to Bhagavad Gita, even the Mahabharata, Ramayana, everything. Knowledge of every form. It's not only this ancient knowledge, any new knowledge, even the knowledge related to sacred textbooks, including all the universe actually. If you are studying universe, you are studying the galaxies, that is also Brihaspati. This represents the Akash Tattav. Akash Tattav is the fifth element. You are familiar with the four elements, that is Vayu. Vayu mean Hava, wind element. You are also familiar with the earth element, ground on which we are standing right now. You are also familiar with the fiery element, Agni Tattav. Sun represents that heat, that Agni or fire. And you are also familiar with the water element. Water, you see everywhere water is there, so water. So these are the four, and fifth is the Akash Tattav. Akash Tattav is above this planet Earth. Akash Tattav also include galaxies, different planes, going beyond universe, multi-universe, or even all our galaxy. Even there are multiple galaxies. So that is cosmic ocean. This complete universe is represented by Brihaspati Graha. That is the reason this is the planet of expansion and growth. In whichever house, there are total 12 houses in Vedic astrology. Now in whichever house out of that 12 Brihaspati is sitting, Jupiter have the capacity to expand the Karak Tattva or significance of these houses. If it is in the 10th house of your career, Jupiter is going to expand or enhance your career. It's not necessary like 10th house is purely your karyam, that is your karam bhav. It means your capacity to perform the karmas are going to be expanded. You can look into the renowned individuals also, big businessmen also, really big business tycoons. So that have expanded business in one area, second area, in the field of metal, in the field of education, in the field of household accessories, to everything. So in the 10th house, this is going to expand. Similarly, second house, that is your capacity to speech, that is your valuable possessions. So Jupiter is going to enhance all the things. In whichever house Jupiter is posited, first of all, Jupiter is going to expand that house. If it is in some other, in the 7th house, so this is going to expand the 7th house. Now expansion of certain houses are not considered good, like the 7th house, because Jupiter is the significator of 7th house actually. That is your marriage life aspect. I made separate videos of planet Jupiter through all the 12 houses. You can watch that thing in my playlist section. I've also made Jupiter through different zodiac signs. You can also watch that playlist. But certain houses, if you are going to expand these houses, that is not considered good. And in our astrology, Jyotish Shastra, there is a one saying, Karka Bhavo Nasho. If the significator of one house is sitting in that particular house, that have the capacity to destroy the significance of that house. Also, this is exalted in the sign of Cancer. Now, whenever the Brihaspati, Jupiter is exalted, this is actually going to expand you. Many people will going to know you. This is going to expand your knowledge of multiple field. Even the Jeev Gyan. Jeev means living organism. You see the plants behind me. Trees are standing, small green color plants. All the yellow color which is reflected in the every tree, every particle, even that yellow color leaves also, yellow flowers also, everything is Brihaspati. In the female chart, Jupiter represents your spouse, that is your husband. I'm not talking about boyfriend here. Jupiter is the true actual husband. In Hindi we call it as your suhag. In India you see many ladies, they are wearing that sindoor, kumkum. So that is the representation of a suhagan. Suhagan means the married woman. So Jupiter also represents your life partner. If you want to check what kind of a life partner I'm going to get in my life, look into Jupiter. The more strengthen the Jupiter, the more strengthen the partner is going to be. And one more misconception is there. It's very difficult to actually judge the dignity of Jupiter by just looking into the house and zodiac sign placement. Vedic astrology do not work like that. All the 9 planets along with Yokar Graha, planetary conjunctions, any aspect falling on this Brihaspati, any planet that is in conjunction with Brihaspati have the capacity to change everything. So without looking into overall chart, it's become very difficult to give single word prediction if Jupiter in this thing. So your partner is going to be like that. I have actually made certain videos on husband series also. You can please watch that part also. So Jupiter represents your capacity to raise a family. As a male I'm talking about, and even as a female, because this is a karka of your children. Your capacity to raise your family lineage, okay? Now if you are a male, female, getting married, now the kids are coming, so that family aspect is growing, that is Brihaspati. Because that is also expansion. You are a singular person getting married, 2 person, then having the kids, more family, expansion. If you are right now living in a 1-room apartment, you are going to 2 and 3-room apartment, you are also expanding, so that is Jupiter. Even our universe is constantly expanding, okay? In the multiverse, if you see, if you go by even the different theories also, so this is constantly expanding. So constant expansion is also Brihaspati. That is why you individuals grow. If you look into a small 1-year-old baby and a 20-year-old and then a 30-year-old personality, you will see different changes in there. So that growth, you are growing in your life, kids are growing, so that growth is also seen through Brihaspati. So expansion not only in the universe, expansion inside you is also Brihaspati, because you are constantly expanding. You are, even if taking more knowledge, going to first, second, third, fourth, any sort of knowledge you are gaining is coming under the Brihaspati. This is one of the most knowledgeable planet kind of a thing, or Jupiter is going to have all the knowledge, okay. Jupiter is well versed with all Vidyas. Vidya is not knowledge, Vidya is esoteric knowledge. Vidya is also the representation of your capacity to actually have a strong intuitive mind, your capacity to predict something. See, mathematical astrology is a different thing. When you are manually calculating the lagnas or manually doing the lagan spashtikaran, even the grah spashtikaran, mathematical part is a different part. But your capacity to predict something, predictability is governed by Vedic astrology or Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet that have the capacity to show what kind of a prediction this person is going to give. That is why many renowned astrologers, they are also going to have Jupiter connection with the second house. Either sitting in second house, either aspecting the second house, or some sort of connection with the second house. Because second house is your mouth, your capacity to say something. And in the second house, this is known as Saraswati Yuga. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge. Whatever you are going to say, that part is going to manifest in the future. That is the Brihaspati. Even if you go to some astrologer that is not having multi-purpose knowledge, but that astrologer is having, for example, Jupiter in the second house. If that astrologer is going to give you blessings, that blessings is going to come true. If that Jupiter in the second astrologer going to curse you, so you are going to face the curses in your life. So that is the actual power of Brihaspati, capacity to create and capacity to engage also. Even capacity to actually destroy is also present inside Brihaspati. If you look at the two most important zodiac signs that are ruled by Jupiter, now one is the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, that is Dhanu Rashi. I have recently filmed one video over the Jupiter, that is the Dhanu Rashi. So you can see that filming the Jupiter, that Sagittarius energy, and where I discussed regarding the dual characteristics of the Brihaspati. Now that dual nature is also Jupiter. Positive side, if Jupiter is working, very fine. If this planet will start working in the negative side, this have the capacity to completely destroy everything. So this is also very extreme and kind of energy. That is why Jupiter also governs the 12th house, that is the sign of Pisces. Pisces represents ocean, where the Lord Vishnu is sleeping in the cosmic ocean, and you see that Sheshnag Asana. Sheshnag, Shesh mean, first of all you can Google it, what is Sheshnag. You will find the pictures of Lord Vishnu sleeping on a serpent. So that serpent is Sheshnag. Sheshnag mean remainder which is left. If you divide something by something, if you divide 5 by 2, okay, then 2 2s are 4, then 1 is the remainder. Remainder mean what is left behind. So when everything is destroyed, complete planet Earth is destroyed, then whatever is left in the end is that remainder, that is Sheshnag. Shesh mean which is like leftover thing after the complete mass destruction. So Shesh will remain there, okay. There is no power present in this universe that have the capacity to destroy the Shesh or that remainder. So that Pisces is that ocean, okay, where Lord Vishnu is sleeping. You will see from the navel of the Vishnu, this is the navel, okay, this portion, that Brahma is coming, and then upon that lotus you will see that Brahma is sitting up there. And Lord Vishnu is actually in a dream, okay, and in his dream, and that is a very huge dream. It's not a one-day dream, okay. If you go by some ancient textbooks, and it's mentioned up there, like if you go by Brahma, 1 day of Brahma is equivalent to 1000 years of one person, human being. Now one human being lifespan is around 90 to 100 years of age, maybe less than that. So Brahma is going to have that complete 1000 year lifespan, and that is the dream. Okay, now I'm talking about Brahma, not Vishnu up there. And there are multiple Brahmas actually that are coming after 1000 years and then destroy. Brahma, Lord Brahma is the creator of Srishti, creation. Okay, there are three prime gods in our Hindu culture. One is Lord Brahma, then Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva. So Brahma is the first god. Brahma Shakti is connected with Gayatri, that is Surya. Now without Surya nothing is possible. In order for the creation, first of all, Surya is very important to create something. That is why all the planets they revolve around Surya. Surya की परिक्रमा करते हैं वो, तो Surya is that planet. Okay, so Brahma is the creator. Second is Vishnu, that is the preserver of everything, and third one is the Mahesh, that is Lord Shiva, destroyer of everything. Now that Lord Brahma that is coming out from the navel of that Lord Vishnu, that is after every 1000 years coming, destroying, coming, destroying, so that Srishti banti hai, bigड़ती है, banti hai, bigड़ती है, in the similar manner. Okay, now Vishnu is going to sleep for more than 1 lakh years actually, one day equivalent to, and there are different yugas. Okay, in the Indralok, in the Devlok, there are different time span up there. In the I believe Brahma is not 1000, that is 10,000 times. Okay, in Indralok that is 1000 times, and Lord Vishnu is more than 1 lakh. So that is the one day equivalent to 1 day of Devlok. Vaikuntha Dham I'm talking about is equivalent to the 1 lakh years of a new human being. Now you will not be able to live that much long, and that is mentioned in our Puranas. Now that is the knowledge which is also seen through Brihaspati. Pisces is not the normal zodiac sign actually. Pisces ascendant are also not normal planets sitting in the sign of Pisces. They are not normal people. Pisces is that deep ocean. You see in our planet Earth, 30% land and 70% is that samudra, that ocean, that is Pisces, where all the rivers, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Yamuna, they are flowing towards that part. So Jupiter is that concentrated. Big thing is Brihaspati. Your capacity to think big is also Brihaspati. Small car, then big car is Brihaspati. Big home is Brihaspati. Something which is in the expanded form. Balloons are Brihaspati. Big balloons are Brihaspati. Balloons that are flowing, that is also Brihaspati. Any diving sports is also governed by Brihaspati. Aeroplanes, even that, anything above I told you, rocket engineering, space engineering, that is not possible without Brihaspati. Without the knowledge of Akash Tattva or vacuum specifically. Vacuum means the empty spaces in the universe. If you even eat food, so you cannot eat up till there, you are going to eat up till there. So that vacuum is there, that is Akash Tattva, this is Brihaspati. So that is the one part of this Graha. Jupiter also have a lot of things to do with the spiritual side of the life. Spirituality is also the main aspect of Brihaspati. Spirituality not in the sense of actually giving away everything and then you are going to live your life like a monk, not like that. Jupiter is actually household yogi. Now if you are a household person, you need to look into the requirements of your family, requirements of your kids. You need to have some loans to repay. You are having bills coming every month, so you need to look after all that activities. Okay, and Jupiter is that planet that is actually going to give you enthusiasm to look into all that activities. That is the hope. If one day you are going to one organization and then that is a completely bad day of your life, so you might going to think, okay, oh my God, this is the baddest day and maybe next day is going to be a good day. So good day is also Brihaspati. That is the hope factor. Without hope, nothing is possible. Now that hope inside a person is also Brihaspati. Initially I told you, Dan, Daya, Dharam, that is Brihaspati. So this is one of the most benefic planets, and that is why any drishti of Jupiter, drishti means the aspects of Jupiter, they are very potent. There are total 3 aspects. In whichever house Jupiter is posited, Jupiter aspect 5 places away, 7 places away and 9 places away. If for example Jupiter is in the first house From its 5th aspect, this is going to aspect the 5th house. 7th aspect aspecting 7th house. From the 9th aspect aspecting 9th house. So aspects of Jupiter in whichever house Jupiter is aspecting, Jupiter have the capacity to create purification in that houses. Or Jupiter is acting as a saving factor. Jupiter have the capacity to nullify the negative impacts created by planets in the houses in which Jupiter is aspecting. Because Jupiter is also the process in the sign of Sagittarius. I have also explained that part. Jupiter, when goes into the sign of Scorpio in the transit and then comes out from the Scorpio to the Sagittarius, or any planet that goes into the sign of Scorpio in the transit time, that planet is getting cluttered. Okay, sign of Scorpio is not a good sign, but once they came out, they go to Sagittarius, that is Brihaspati, Jupiter is going to purify. So this is a purification factor, purification of your soul, purification of your mind, your Atman, your thoughts, everything is getting purified. And that is why Surya, whenever every year in the mid-December to mid-January, whenever it is transiting in the Dhanu Rashi, Dhanu mean Sagittarius, so that is also acting as one of the major purification time frames in every person's life. So Jupiter also represents that purification capacity, your capacity to purify not only yourself, capacity to purify other persons. If, for example, there is some bad object in the community or some bad persons in the community, Jupiter is the first person who is going to identify them, because this is the work of Jupiter. Now, if, for example, you are tolerating all the bullshit, you are tolerating everything, and you are not taking your step out to do something for that part, you are weakening your Jupiter actually. I made 2 years ago videos over planetary activation techniques, how to activate planet. I believe I explained in that video the only way you can destroy your Jupiter is by complaining. If you are complaining more, you are destroying your Jupiter. Jupiter is not the planet that is going to complain for small things. Jupiter is a guru. Guru capacity have the capacity to solve the problem. Guru will not run from the problem. Jupiter will go into problem and then going to solve it. That is Jupiter. And that is why all our politicians that are running the world, or the running our Indian, like running the country India or any USA or any other country, so they are going to have the political advisors in their team. So Jupiter, that is why, is the representation of all the advisory related activity. Working as an independent consultant, your capacity to teach or preach someone, your capacity to guide someone in the right direction is also Brihaspati. Jupiter is that kind of a knowledge where individuals feel attracted towards you. Now, if you are having all the knowledge, usually you are going to attract the not only individuals, not only people, even the dogs, animals, different kind of things. Knowledgeable person are very difficult to find. You will find very few successful people, and most of people are unsuccessful. The very few 1 to 2% people that are exceptionally good in whatever they are doing, that is Brihaspati. That is exceptionally good. Exceptionally good, you are like master of master, that is Jupiter. You see that Shaolin masters in the Kung Fu Karate, and they are having, like, with one punch or with one kick, they are going to break that strong ball behind them. Now that thing is not come within a 1 year. With lot of practice, lot of penance, tapasya, after 10, 15, 20 years, they have find that knowledge. So that is that Jupiter. And that is why whenever Jupiter goes retrograde in the transit actually, if you are not familiar with retrograde, again you can watch the playlist. Whenever planet Jupiter goes retrograde simply mean going in the backward direction. So this Jupiter is going to give you some time to think about. Look into past. No need for you to go forward in your life. You need to become patient, sit back, relax. It's not like that you are jumping from new to new to new to new activity all the time, and you are having a lot of pending activities in the backlog. That pending activity is then going to become a pending karma. Then that become baggage, that is Saturn. It become very difficult for you to move forward with that baggage. So whenever in the transit, and it's very important, if for example planets stop going retrograde, then it become very difficult to handle everything. The reason why planets actually go retrograde, so that you can stop. First of all, stop and reflect back into the pending activity, previous karmas. This is the time of reflection, reflect into past life failures, then try to improve something and then proceed further. And that is why retrogression of Jupiter is very, very important. You will find many individuals with Jupiter retrograde in their horoscope, they are going to commit same mistakes again and again, again and again. Why that is happening? Because Jupiter is advising them, rather than going forward, first of all, solve the previous knots of your life. Jupiter is also the planet that have the capacity to solve the karmic knots between you or different persons. So that have the capacity to open up the karmic knots. Jupiter is going to free you up then from each and everything. This is the single most planet. If for example this were combust, combust mean जब बृहस्पति अस्त का हो जाता है कुंडली में, अस्त mean Jupiter is in a very close proximity with Surya, planet Sun, and whatever the positive radiations that are reflected by Jupiter is actually not reaching to planet Earth. This is that ast, combustion means. Now if the positive rays of Jupiter are not falling in the Srishti, no auspicious work can take place. Nothing, no marriage, no celebration. No one can celebrate, nothing, no birthday celebrations, no celebration, no corporate celebration, nothing. Celebration will not take place if Jupiter is in combust motion. Jupiter, if it is combust, it means the positivity or the positive rays are not falling. You will see most of the time in the season of like when the like leaves are falling from the trees, okay, पतझड़ का मौसम कहते हैं. So that if trees are shedding their leaves, you will find most of the time Jupiter is actually combust or very close to Surya. So it means the positive things are not coming. The plants, even the crops are dying. Nothing is there, no vegetation. That is the negativity of Jupiter combustion. Combust Jupiter is also a very bad thing actually. Jupiter and Venus, these are two benefics, all other are malefics. Moon and Mercury are not benefic planets. They are having lot of maleficness inside them. That part I have covered in the previous video. You can please watch that videos as well. So this is the overall aspect of Brihaspati. I hope you have gained some knowledge of Jupiter in this video with me. Now if you are having any queries, any consultations, feel free to contact me at my email ID. Any other marriage, career, spiritual, business consultation, do let me know. I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. You can please feel free to subscribe my channel below. If you find some of my content insightful, do send me super thanks also. Hit the like button. This is going to give me a lot of motivation to create more such videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And in India, there is a Karwa Chauth Brat today. That is the fasting which married women keep complete 1 day fast for their husband so that they are going to live a long life. This is a very ritualistic kind of a thing. So I pray for the well-being of all the ladies that have keep the fast today, and may God bless you with everything. And please take care of yourself and try to learn the subject of Vedic astrology. Learn Jyotish. Jyotish is going to give you everything, all the things. So till then, please take care and Hare Krishna.